What's up, you guys? How is everybody doing today? So, I'm sure you guys have seen the news currently. A man by the name of his name is Demartravion, if I'm saying that right, Demartravion Reed, or Trey. They call him Trey for short. Unfortunately, this young black man was found. He was 21 years old. He was found dead uh, outside of the Delta. Well, it was more like inside. It was in the central area of a Delta State University. So it was near like a pickleball court. They found him near there, right? And what's crazy is they're saying he was hanging by a tree. So I mean, I don't really have to get into this too much. Just to, you know, anybody who's been in African American history, uh, all that stuff, been taught different things, civil rights movement, all that stuff, you know about lynchings and things like that. So this particular case of this young black man being found in this state, and I've read some other articles. He was actually he from what I guess someone who claims to be his cousin. We don't know how true that is, but they claim that he had to deal with racial issues and on the campus he had to deal with just people. I don't know if it was racial slurs or people just being mean or rude to him of you know a different race. I don't know, but that's what's being said. He had to deal with racial prejudice, all those type of things. And the way they found him, it's weird. It's like he's hanging from a tree, so I don't think he would go and hang himself. But for some reason, the police is saying like they've determined no foul play. So no one did anything. Apparently, they're saying he got up there and just did it to himself. So they're saying this is suicide, which makes no sense to me. And I don't think the police, y'all can't be that stupid. Like, y'all not that dumb. Because it's like, you have to think about it like this. If this was a suicide, why would he just hang himself on campus like that for everyone to see? From a tree, might add. It could have been anything. You could have did that anywhere. You could have did that in your room, or sure, probably you could have jumped off the building. You could have did anything, but it's so specific. Who kills themselves? Like, I'm not saying people have killed themselves, but like that in public. Let me not say that. People have killed themselves in public, but this is like, why would he just go and do that? And then, I don't know. It seems like the man had a lot going for himself. We don't know the young man. I don't know him. But for him to just go and just string himself up makes zero sense to me. Seems like he had a lot going for himself. So in cases like these, I don't even think, has an autopsy been performed yet? Has his body been to the coroner? Because I'm hearing, they're saying there was like bruising on his body or something like that. I have to go back and look at the articles, but you hear different things, y'all. It's the news. You hear different things from different articles. There's people saying, oh, there might have been bruising or something on his body, etc. All these type of things. And I'm just trying to figure out, how do you come to the conclusion that there is no foul play? Like, you don't just assume that fast. Like, this is 2025, people. Come on, police, y'all gotta be smarter than that. Even if it's an open and shut case, at least look into it a little more before just jumping to conclusions. Yeah, and I don't know the history of Delta State University. I have to go and look into that some more. I don't know I don't know what kind of campus this is. I have to look into it. This is just me just giving what my thoughts on it and what I'm gathering from the situation. But in cases like this, mm, it seems racially charged. It doesn't, and for the body to just be there like that, it's not right. Something's not thing. This isn't adding up. Something, it's not making sense to me. I think someone strung him up there. He did not do that himself. Kind of like you heard of other cases, guys, of black people being found lynched, strung up, mysteriously disappearing. You know, it's not just his case. So what are we doing here? And my thing is, how could that even happen? They must have known there wasn't going to be any cameras around. I don't know, but yeah, this is making zero sense to me. If maybe you guys can shed some light on this in the comment section. I don't know if people will comment on this. Just let me know what you think. This is just like a spur of the moment video. I'm just gathering my thoughts, but this makes zero sense. But yeah, that's all. You guys have a good rest of your day, and just let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have more information, let me know. Peace. I was missing some information. So the cops mistakenly reported that Trey Reed was found dead in his dorm room, which, you know, turns out not to be true. The family later on ended up finding out that his body was found strung up in the middle of campus for everybody to see. Also, another thing, there were different reports of people saying, like, you know, bones were, yeah, it wasn't like bruises, but they were saying that he had broken bones and there may have been foul play, etc. Right? Not saying that there hasn't been any, right? However, his body was sent to the coroner's office, and they ended up finding out that was debunked. So he doesn't have any broken bones, and there are no signs of foul play. But they're going to send his body to another crime lab to, you know, for another autopsy, because I'm trying to figure out what actually happened. And why is it so hard to figure out what happened? So there's no broken bones. Okay. So there is a cause of death. He is dead. So he was strung up from a tree. Like, I don't know. Have they ruled out asphyxiation? Like, have they ruled that out? Like, I'm trying to figure out. All they're talking about is, oh, they didn't find any broken bones. Okay. So what did you find? Like, that's the only part that's not making sense to me. I am very confused. What is this? I'm very confused about that. And I know the family is upset because, first of all, imagine you thinking, like, you find out your son or your child, maybe it's a family relative, they say that, oh, they was found here, but then you hear from the news otherwise. It's like you're not actually getting the right information from the police department or the school. So it's like, what the hell is actually going on here? And it, just like it said, I was reading in one of the articles, the family did launch their own independent investigation, because it's like, y'all not doing what y'all supposed to do, and these coroner's reports, they're not coming back right. Like, it's not making sense. Like, it's very confusing. These type of cases always, it's like, it's really confusing, and sometimes they never find the person who did it in these cases where people are found hung somewhere. And it's the strangest thing. I really hope this is not a cover-up, but you never know. You can't put nothing past anybody nowadays. It could be a cover-up situation. It seems like it. Shit's not adding up. But yeah, y'all have a good rest of your day, and just let me know what you think. All right, peace.